Welcome to PASC26. This is the highlights from the PASC mini symposium. I'm here with Reese Khan from University of Pittsburgh. You were co-organizing the complex workflows, resilience, and data management challenges for large-scale experiments here at the PASC conference. So my obvious question is, why did you have a need to organize such a symposium? And what is the symposium actually about?
Yes, so I think the need to organize this symposium, especially at PASC26, is this is really an interdisciplinary problem. So the problem we try to address is that how do you deal with large data sets at scale, and how do you deal with them in a resilient way? And so, we're in the age of scientific data-intensive discovery, and a lot of the scientific workflows now are data-intensive. So, this is a problem that every discipline is facing. How do we deal with this in large-scale data sets? What are strategies we can come up with? And so the reason we organize is to get like an interdisciplinary discussion going. And so during the mini symposium, we talked about like real test cases, such as the LHC, Vera Rubin, and then we talked about near real-time workflows, because that's a very important aspect of this. And then we also talked about sort of the next future research with AI-enabled workflows.
In your mini symposium, did you have also domain scientists participating, or the one that produced actually the data, and if yes, from what kind of discipline?
Yes, so we had people, so a lot of us are from CERN. So we had people from Atlas. So we had, people presenting case studies for, showing how, Atlas has faced, not even Atlas, but CERN in general is going to face, a lot of experiments at CERN are going to face this problem of, growing data sets. But, we work in this collaboration called Redwood, which is a collaboration of many universities and many national labs in the United States. And, this involves people from astronomical surveys like Vera Rubin. Yeah. And so we have a lot of people who actually work on these specific experiments that are able to contribute and show, like, okay, what is the scale of this problem? And also talk about some of the approaches people are taking.
But then I have a question, because, I am familiar with the CERN and some of the things that they are doing, but then from what you are saying is actually the feeling ahead that this community is quite conservative is no longer the case. So are they also now porting the entire software stack also for these new technologies?
So actually this project is, we used Atlas sort of as a, so you can say as a test case. So this is actually part of a bigger collaboration, as I mentioned, which is called Redwood. And Atlas is like one part of this. Okay. So you're right, Atlas, you might have this experiment, this might be kind of conservative with how they, handle their code and code base. But this is sort of part of this broader collaboration between universities and labs, in which Atlas is, one part of.
Okay, so I'm looking forward then to see them coming also into this new, era. Okay, but then you had this very interesting discussion apparently. So I'm sorry that I missed it, but it was not possible for me to follow the mini symposium this afternoon. But then my question to you is: so you have had your discussions here at PASC. You have gained possibly some momentum. So what would you like to see happening in the coming months, maybe until PASC27? That you would be considered it as successful? Yeah,
I think for me the biggest indicator of success would be if we can get other people in other disciplines, other domain scientists involved into a discussion. Because we can host this mini symposium. It's just one discussion, but I think this requires like more of like a broader discussion among people from different disciplines and say, okay, we don't want to, because this is like one problem, how to deal with like large scale data sets. We don't want to like reinvent the problem for each discipline. This is a problem we're all facing. So, let's try to put something together. And, by PASC27, I hope we have a presentation where we can say, okay, this was a problem we were all facing, and this is the progress we've made toward this problem.
Fantastic. This is in the true spirit of the PASC conference, yes. And now we're thinking PASC conference should go. So thank you very much, and good luck then. I hope to see you next year, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Yes, thank you so much. I hope to be here.
Yes, thank you.